Hi guys, welcome back to Shereen's Art Corner. Today I wanted to share with you guys how I make some plaster embellishments for my canvas art. For this project we're going to need some plaster of Paris, cold water, a stir stick, another cup to put our mixture in, as well as a silicone mold. This specific mold I picked up from Michael's, the arts and crafts store. In the baking aisle, it's actually a fondant mold. But I really like the design and it works well with plaster, so I picked it up. So basically what we're going to do is add 1 part water, 2 parts plaster of Paris. I'm going to pour the plaster into the water and let that slowly dissolve. And once the plaster is no longer dissolving within the water and it's staying on the top, I pretty much know I have enough plaster of Paris, so I might not be using all of that in this mixture. Once we have that set, we are going to start stirring the mixture. You don't want to stir too fast, you'll get too many air bubbles in, and then it'll kind of show up in your final product. But you want to stir enough to get some of those bumps out, and get a nice smooth thick pancake-like consistency. So once we have that consistency, we're going to start pouring that mixture into our mold. And don't worry about overflowing or anything like that. We can always kind of level everything off with the stick or give it a nice tap and a shake to level off the plaster in the mold. So just basically covering up. You don't have much time to work with plaster. It does start setting pretty quickly, and that's why I use cold water instead of warm water. As you can see, some of the plaster is overflowing to the other parts of the mold, but that's okay. I'm going to use the stick to kind of level it off, and we're also going to give the mold a little shake and tap just to remove the excess bubbles and bring those bubbles to the top, as well as kind of smooth out the mold a little bit. I'm running my fingers across the edges to make sure that the plaster can break off easily once it's hardened. So we're going to let it to dry. And guys, it's been a couple of hours now and the plaster is ready to be removed from the mold. They're still cool to the touch, which means there's still moisture in them. We're going to let them dry overnight. These are pretty thin pieces, so they'll be dry pretty quickly. The last thing to do is kind of sand the edges or use an X-Acto knife to kind of remove the excess plaster from the sides, and we'll be ready to use these. I forgot to record this step, but I added some adhesive spray on one side of the plaster and applied gold leaf on them, and now they're ready to be placed on the canvas. Next step, I applied E6000 glue on the other side of the plaster embellishment and placed them on the canvas where I wanted them, and now we're going to let them dry. Guys, this is the final piece with the added embellishments. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.